Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
Perhaps Ranrock and Hilltop would...
Hello, Homora. Revelio.
Speak to a prefect that way. I'm a prefect too. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
Revelio. Revelio. Excellent. Revelio. Hello, Homora. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio! Revelio! Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Most be included. Students in
Revelio.
My way. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. What's this year, anyway?
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Revelio.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
It's time you learned Glacier. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me. I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in mid-air. Simply complete a few
Aloha Mora.
and then come and see.
Hello again. I've got spectacular news.
Revelio.
Ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly
Revelio.
At your earliest convenience. I believe that we
Levioso.
help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the 3rd floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed, trust me.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig things?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywigs things for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Off on another adventure,
Revelio.
are we?
This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Revelio! Descendium! Goodness, who knew this was all down here? Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though. Whoa. Incendio. Accio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken. Leviosa! Revelio! Reparo! That seems to have done the trick. Revelio. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Incendio! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here? Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa! Revelio. I'm going to have to get past this. Levioso! Revelio! Reparo! Levioso! Revelio! Reparo! Incendio! One more to go and I'll make it across. Revelio! Levioso! Levioso! Something is getting in the way of that platform. Revelio! Reparo! Reparo! Revelio! Leviosa! Arresto momentum. Glacier! Accio! Revelio! Arresto momentum. Revelio! This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate. Glacier! Levioso! Arresto momentum. Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Things smell sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Revelio! Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out. Revelio! Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Only a hairy...
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these
Novelty
socks.
socks at that price can't be
and
passed
if you've been
up.
eating chocolate frogs,
I'd
please
rather have
refrain
no
from
socks than
touching.
dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you said the charms come out in the wash, but it
Known
hasn't.
someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone would think you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
When you
normal
pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be absurd. That woman will say anything to avoid spending the canal.
Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
You'd think no one smells.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello again. Were you able to get to Honeydukes?
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
See you again.
Revelio. I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Natural.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Revelio. Revelio.
Well, one can't argue with that. Not the best idea to start a study group with the boys from my dormitory. Now, we never get a break from each other.
As long as I get some sleep, I don't mind what anyone gets up to. The dormitory should be a place where rules don't apply.
I haven't slept well for ages. I miss my pillow from home. What? Nothing wrong with that.
I've been sending owls to my mother, pleading with her.
I wish they'd allow us our pets from home. We have a crop called mange.
Revelio.
I sent a love letter to Imelda Raven, but I think she thought I was making fun of her because she's been rude to me ever since. When I said she was outspoken, I meant it as a compliment.
It'd be far more enjoyable. Should get off the lawn.
Have you ever wondered how owls know where to live?
Made it! These rocks have seen better days. This is rather fun. Excellent. Did anyone else see that?
Nothing worse than students practicing jinxes on each other.
Did it?
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx for a candy? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
This is rather fun. Excellent. Made it! Aha! Brilliant!
In my blood, my mother says. From her side, at least.
It's hardly worth studying for potions.
Nothing beats a leisurely evening flight.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.